Hello everyone, it is Miss Mangum once more. Today we're going to be talking about MLA format. So before we start getting into MLA format, you need to pause the video and go get your doc. Now that you're back. This is what your document could look like. It shouldn't look like it, but it could look like it. Now, when we go into MLA format, you might be asking yourself, can I use whatever text I want? No, you cannot. Your text needs to be in Times New Roman, 12-point font, color black. So if you look at mine right now, it is Arial 11, and it is the color blue. So we're going to highlight all of this. We're going to change the color to black. We're going to change the font to Times New Roman. We're going to change the size to 12. Perfect. Okay, now we're at a much better place. Moving on. So what is proper MLA format? So MLA stands for the Modern Language Association, and it specifies a standard format for essays and research papers written in an academic setting. They need to have 1-inch margin or 1-inch page margins, double-spaced paragraphs, a header with the author's last name, and a page number 1/2 inch from the top of each page. So when we begin, margins, we're first going to look to make sure that your margins are in the correct spot. Note, the margin should already be in the correct place. So unless you have moved your margins around, they should be exactly where they're supposed to be at. If you have moved them, just click on this little blue triangle and click on this one too, obviously at different times, and move them so that they are where they need to be. Now, when we move on, our paper needs to be double spaced. This is going to make your essay look a little bit longer, but it also makes it easier to read. So to do that, you're going to highlight your whole essay, come in here and click on double, and now you have a nice, beautiful double-spaced essay. Now, going back to MLA format, header with the author's last name. Good news, this is your last name. And as we're here in the header, we're also going to look at page numbers, and you should follow this quick little trick. So we've got all this. Now we're going to go to insert. We're going to go into header and footer. Instead of going into header footer, I'm going to go into page number, and I'm going to go into this one up here. With that, I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to type in my last name. And before we move on, before you click out, I want you to look at this. Now, if you look up here, it says Arial font, and it needs to be in Times New Roman font, and it needs to be size 12 again. So that will trick you. Make sure you are paying attention to that. And then once you're done, just click away from it. Now you're going to have your last name and the page number, which is exactly what we want. Once you have done that, we need to then center your title. So your children, you should vaccinate your children is obviously not a great title. So we're going to say vaccination of the nation. And I'm going to spell vaccination wrong because I'm only human. So vaccination of the nation. Last name, title, Times New Roman, 12-point font, double spaced, color black, and you are set to go. This is now your MLA format. Now, if you would like to, you don't have to because we have your names on Google Classroom. But if you'd like to continue it, you need to do your first and last name, teacher, which is going to be Miss Mangum. Then you need to put ELA. And lastly, put the date. March, I'm not sure what day you're going to put this, so I'll just do March 28th because that's my sister's birthday. 2020. That is MLA format. So if you need to, rewatch the video and do it step by step. And then you're done.